Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jeremy and I am from Weldtech Designs, and today we are hanging out in our studio, but I'm gonna go a little bit farther than that and I'm gonna take you out into the shop. And what am I gonna show you? Well, I'm gonna show you some of the parts that I have right here on my bench, starting with this very, very sexy ARB compressor. So what is the point of a compressor that you might want on your vehicle? Well, there's going to be two different main reasons. First of all, the most common use for one of these is going to be because you have installed an air locker in your van. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to throw up a card right here. You can go check out our video all about air lockers, but don't do it right now. Come back and check it out. So you're going to have this ARB compressor. You're also going to have this solenoid as well. And what this is going to do is this is going to distribute the air power into here, and then you can see we've teed it off to go into two different spots. Now you could also tee it off maybe a third way if it's going to go to your air locker. But for today's video, we're gonna show you how to get onboard air on your vehicle. That's the second reason you might want an ARB air compressor. So like today, we put it on Cabo Joe's van. You've probably seen Cabo Joe's van before. It's an awesome 2021 Ford Transit all-wheel drive, dual rear wheel. And there it goes, guys. There's another card. You can check that out with the lift kit. Now, what's really nice about this as well is this is the Weldtech Designs aluminum mounting plate. So you can see that both the dual compressor, the solenoid is all going to mount very nicely to this mounting plate. And if you opt to do just a single compressor as well, hey, no problem. You can mount that to there as well. Well, now the next step of this is going to be the air lines. So these are really short and all for just display purposes. But what you're going to do now is run this air line to a different part on your vehicle. For instance, we're going to put this on the passenger side rear corner, which is going to allow you to plug in a pump up kit, which I'll show you shortly. And then maybe you want this one over on the driver's side up in the front. Now this may sound a little bit confusing, so that's why we're going to head out to the shop and we're going to show you exactly how we installed this and how we package all of this together in a kit so you can do the same. Let's go. First of all, before we jump into underneath this thing, we're going to show you a little bit more on the outside of this Cabo Joe van. So this is the air compressor pump up kit, and this is going to be included in this ARB kit. So one thing that is also included in there is going to be this air hose. Now what's really nice about that is I can just plug this thing in and say I want to fill up my tires. I can plug that in and now I've got nice cool air. Maybe that's all I want it for, is just to cool off. But something that is really nice, now I'm going to have like 25 feet of hose here as well. So I'll be able to not only reach the rear, but the front. Or what I find myself doing most of the time is filling up kids' bikes or maybe even a paddleboard, who knows what. But that's going to be really nice just to have that on there. Now this is not going to be included in the whole kit. However, you can find this. This is on our Amazon page. I'll make sure that there is links down below. So now I can just take that and put it all back in the box. Now, how are we getting all that air? Well, now we're gonna have to dive all the way down underneath this thing and see where we mounted the ARB compressor mounting plate and solenoid. Let's go. All right, guys, so as we jump underneath this, you are gonna see that that whole package is all mounted really simple with a couple sheet metal screws underneath the bottom of your Ford Transit. Now, it's really easy. You can see that we have that quick release line right here. Now, unfortunately, these are both going to run back over to the other side because we also did install an air tank in this as well. You know, so that way what's going to be really nice is this compressor is going to fill up the air tank, and then the tank will give us that air that we need. So like as you saw when I just immediately plugged that in, there was already air in the line. It's being stored in that tank on the other side of the van. Let's head over there and check it out. All right, so as we get underneath the other side of this, now we are on the driver's side. You're gonna see that we're gonna have our inlet coming in and feeding our air tank, filling this completely full of air. And then a hose running back out to the other side. And then there it is, guys. We have another quick release fitting over here on this side, which is gonna be really nice. This is gonna hold 2.5 gallons of air. Now, the only thing that I might recommend you to do is put a little like petcock so that you can drain, because this tank, you will get condensation in there over time. So if you're gonna add something like this to it, at least take that out, drain it every couple months. That way your tank is not gonna rust out from the inside. This is a Via Air tank. But all of this is really cool, but you wanna know probably how to turn it on. For that, we're heading inside the van. So as I jump into the pilot seat of Cabo Joe's van, this thing is pretty awesome. Now, what I really like about the new Transits, and this is a 2020 Transit, I think I might have said 2021. It is an all-wheel drive, dual rear wheel setup, which we did do a lift kit on. Go check out that video, just so you know we make a lift kit for it. But what's really nice about this is it's going to have your auxiliary right here, so for different accessories. On this particular one, we've made auxiliary 4 for the ARB compressor. So as I turn this on, you're gonna hear that compressor kick on and fill up that tank. Now, what's really nice about this is as it's done filling up the tank like that right there, it's just gonna go ahead and shut off. So you don't need to let it, it's not gonna just keep running and running forever. However, I am gonna turn it off when I'm not using it, but really, really simple to use as far as that goes. So a lot of fun, and just one more switch in this cockpit. And the reason I call it that is Cabo Joe even put a very fun Transit 2020 pre-flight checklist in there. I always love it. Super cool dude. A lot of fun. So this is like step 2 in building out his Ford Transit. It's still empty in the back. I'm sure we're gonna be seeing this van again, but as for me, I think I'm done for the day. It is hot. We are sweating out here. I hope you like this. This is all a kit that we sell. I will put the link down below. You can click that. You can get all the components necessary. It's gonna come with all the hose and fittings and everything you need. So, except the tank, you can add the tank as well. I hope I did a good job describing all of this. If I did miss something or left something out, guys, which I'm sure I did, comment down below. Let me know what I missed. I'll be happy to answer, any questions that you guys may have. Otherwise, guys, I'm Jeremy from Weldtech Designs, and I'm taking off. I'm out of here, and not in this van. See ya.